Times Radio with Matt Chorley.
But, well, this time on a Tuesday, we always speak to a politician and ask what they would do if they ever had a day off. And today I'm joined by the Conservative MP for Weston-super-Mare, John Penrose. Hi, John.
Hi, Matt.
Now, your hobby is beekeeping. How do you get into that?
My dad used to do it, and he got allergic to being stung by the bees. So it was actually a necessity. We all like honey, and the only way to carry on doing it was if I took over. So I was about 14 at the time, or something like that, and just never stopped, really.
Wow. So, but when he used to keep bees, then he realised he was allergic if he got stung. Why did he not just get rid of them?
Because we all like the honey far too much. I'm afraid the honest truth. So there was a bit of a family conflab, and I said, well, I'll have a crack at it. But no, because he was one of these people who every time he got stung, and you do get stung a bit, obviously, you be careful. He just swelled up a bit more each time, and it got to the point where it started to be a bit unfunny. So he thought he had to stop.
So then, take me through then. What is apart from clearly your sort of Winnie the Pooh-like addiction to this honey, what's the appeal of keeping your own bees, and how many bees have you got now, and how much looking after they need?
Well, I'm afraid I'm a bit of a sort of a free-range beekeeper, because I'm sure there are plenty of beekeepers out there listening to your show who are far more assiduous than me. But because I'm in Westminster for half of the week every week, I can't be there all the time. So I've got 3 hives. In middle of the summer, each one of those will have, 40,000 bees in it. So that's over 100,000 bees in total. At the moment, they're shrinking down for Christmas. They're sort of getting ready to hibernate over the winter. And it's, the part of the thing is it's sort of farming for people with no land. If I can put it that way. My bees sit on a flat roof at the back of my house. And so I just sort of hop out onto the flat roof when I need to look inside them. And it's lovely because they're so organised. And it's the complete opposite of politics, because with politics you're trying to herd cats. It's impossible. But bees sort of get organised and do things together in a way which we humans never ever think of doing or could find really, really hard. And they just get on with it. So it's really impressive to watch.
And is your honey, because you're down by the coast in Somerset, does your honey taste different to other parts of the country, or is it to do with the flowers that they're getting their pollen from? Are there differences?
Yeah. But most honey will pick up on whatever the flowers the bees have been visiting. So you get clover honey and heather honey. You'll find some of those on sales in the shops, and that's beehives that have been sitting in the middle of a heather moor or whatever it might be. Most honey, it just depends on what the local flowers are. So in fact, you get some really interesting honey in city centres, because you've got all these gardens around, often with non-native flowers that people have sort of put in their gardens because they like the look of them. And actually, you can get some really tasty honey right in the middle of Bristol or London or Leeds as well.
You said it was politics like herding cats rather than beekeeping. Are there any lessons from beekeeping for Rishi Sunak?
My lesson from beekeeping after my dad got allergic is I take no chances with getting stung. So I get kitted out like there's about to be a nuclear attack. I look like I'm wearing a hazmat suit to avoid getting stung. And I think that might be a really good lesson learned for any politicians, is to always assume that the little darlings are going to try and get you if they can.
John, thank you for that. Really good to speak to you. John Penrose there, Conservative MP for Western-super-Mare, Chair of the Conservative Policy Forum, on what he does if he had a day off.